You're dying to discuss all the details from Dancing with the Stars. But you'll have to wait till tomorrow until we dish all the dirty dancing dirt. But right now, we're going to get into some girl chat. First up, I got a tip for you guys, okay? I got a tip. Danny Meyer, a successful New York restaurateur, is eliminating tipping from his 13 high-end restaurants. He says that cash tips only benefit a small amount of the staff and that hospitality is a team sport. Now, he says he's going to make up with the lack of tips by giving higher prices across the board, okay? But he says it's only going to be a small impact to the bill.
I don't think y'all heard that right.
Yeah.
He said he's going to raise the prices.
On our bill?
On the food. On
Not the wage. He's not going to raise the wage.
No, he's going to raise us.
Yeah.
You mean like fries that used to cost $6 are now going to be like $8 or $9?
Yes. Yeah, that's... How do you feel, Tamara, about this?
Wait,
I'm confused. I think initially it sounds like a great idea. I kind of go back and forth on this, and the only way I can think about it is I'm a great tipper. I like to tip great service. Period.
Right.
And sometimes I think that people, because they know that we're tipping, they may perform a little bit better.
Right.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
So I truly believe in like giving everyone a certain a certain gratuity included, and then it's up to me to give
more
extra. I think of it like tithes and offering. Your tithes like 10%, and offering is over and above that.
I ain't really thought about it like that,
Right?
Rick.
Yeah.
You even notice that tipping has gone up. Like if you are in a New York City cab, it used to be like 10%, 15%, 20%. Now it says 20, 25, 30%. I'm like,
It does.
I'm like, if I give Jesus 10%, why am I giving you 20?
Exactly. Now that's weird. I'm confused about that. You're absolutely right. But don't our boys sound a little selfish, though? Like, you just gonna cut out, like, the workers' tips, but you're gonna raise your prices? What?
No, he's
So what you
saying.
saying?
so this is a problem because I thought he was raising their wages.
No,
The
dog,
only reason why
he's
people have to
raising
make
hot
tips is
dog.
because
Well,
they're
okay,
making minimum wage.
Yeah.
No, he's going to give everybody, I believe,
A certain amount.
a certain amount so that he doesn't have to tip. And so in order to pay for that, he's going to charge you a little bit more.
Oh,
from
see,
his
now that's a
restaurant.
problem.
Yeah.
Because drinks are already almost close to $20 nowadays. And
I
that
know.
doesn't cost that much for a little bit of brown liquor inside
It's
some
only
tea.
one shot.
Yeah.
Just one shot.
Really?
Well, I think, like if you go, it depends on where you go. Like you go to McDonald's, we don't tip at McDonald's because you're really not getting served, okay?
Yeah.
But if you go to a high-end restaurant, you do expect to be served a certain way.
Yeah, but this sits at McDonald's, though, friend.
For real?
It works. It works. He be like, can you make sure my fries is extra high? I didn't mean to cut you off. When you said that like that, he really does, but it works.
No. Technically, they do have a tip jar. It's a coin jar that's right there, and you
No,
can
that's
put
the
it
Ronald
in
McDonald
Ronald McDonald House, and it helps. And
But I will say, some people are taking advantage of tips. Have you guys ever been to like a hair salon where the person you paid for, you make an appointment, they come and they do your hair, but then they have the shampoo girl come and wash your hair, and then they have somebody else blow dry your hair.
and you have to tip all of these people.
And one time when I was done and I started to tip my main person, the receptionist came and gave me 5 envelopes with all 5 of their names on to tip the rest of them. And that's when I was like, that's getting it out
You
of
know
here.
who be doing too much too? These hotels. So when you first get to the hotel, right, whoever take your bag downstairs.
That's just a big tipper.
You gotta tip them, but they totally getting over at the hotel though. Because then there's another different person who bringing your bag to the room. So they don't really got over.
Yep.
So I gave you 10 and your homeboy 10. Y'all tried it.
Yeah, I guess, honestly, you guys, this is the real.
This is the real. I guess I'm just really naive because I'm that chick going, oh, okay, you worked so hard bringing me those 5 bags. Here you go.
That's
Oh,
because you got a lot
you
of
worked
money,
hard
friend.
washing my hands. A whole different story when you got that bank. You know what it is, you guys? I see everybody working hard. It doesn't matter how big or small your job
Yeah, but
is.
your
and that's
coin
what I
reflects,
do.
dog.
Yeah.
No. Different.
Right?
But some people can't. But some people can't afford to just be handing out
And that's
5.
okay.
I ain't doing
And that's okay.
Well, they should take out stripping. Stripping.
Where you been? I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Where were you tipping?
Where were you?
What do you
At Magic City.
Well, that's where the tipping. That's where they get over.
Oh, you know what?
At the exotic dance clubs, when they tipping. Oh, I was like, I maybe need to change my occupation.
I mean, these girls are driving Bentleys. I'm confused.
How much they
Oh,
get tipped?
No, she saw somebody. She saw Make It Rain. You know what Make It Rain is?
You go, oh,
Make it
Lord.
rain. What's make
You don't
it
know
rain?
Make It Rain. Make It Rain.
Yes, make it rain. Make it rain. I know.
You don't even need to worry
Yeah,
about
give
it.
her a
baby.
tip. Don't go.
Always
don't
say
go.
it.
That's your tip. Don't go.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, whatever happens with this guy and his 13 restaurants, take care of your servers out there, you guys.
Absolutely.
Take care of them. It's a rough life, and those people have rough days just like us, and they smile to make sure our experience
And
is better.
if you have a great server,
Then,
if you have a great
That's
server,
everywhere.
tip them. My mom was
Yeah.
a waitress, and I think that's the reason why I'm
Yeah.
very generous, because my mom told me about that life. And y'all, you have to be careful, because waiters and waitresses, if you do something you're not supposed to, they can.
Oh, no.
Just say it happens.
Well, that's
It
why you
happens.
that's why you tip. You
That's
tip
why you
them
tip.
because I think people go because I dated like a lot of dudes that were cheap, and if they didn't tip, that I was
that's
like,
a great
oh,
sign. That's a great
That's
sign.
true. You can
Great
totally
sign.
tell
There's
the
nothing
character of a person.
sexier than a man who recognizes great work, who's kind to the waitress. Hi, Patricia. How are you? You look amazing today.
Yes.
Was asking. Oh, that is sexy.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
something about. But I don't like when they.
Generous
I don't like when the restaurants put the tip automatically.
Oh, I don't like it.
that.
Yes.
I don't think that
Don't
that's right.
assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you've been flagging somebody down the whole entire time. Like, that is like my pet peeve. Hey, excuse me. Girl, like, can I get some ketchup, dog? Like my fries. Like,
Exactly.
that
Do you
drives me
think
crazy.
they take advantage of the situation when the tip is already
See,
included?
that's what I'm worried about with this this situation is that if they know there's no tip and they're going to get paid whatever they're going to get paid, then maybe they may not get
Plus,
the
they
service.
do add that when you have like big parties. You know, like
6
you
or
have
more.
a party, 6 or more. I do think you need to add
Yeah,
that.
no, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you get some restaurants or clubs. Actually, it's like more because more comedy
Yes.
clubs do it.
Okay.
They actually just go ahead and put a tip on there with your amount
20%
already.
gratuity included.
Not a suggestion. They put it on there,
Yeah.
so you have to pay it.
Oh,
I don't
damn.
like
I
that.
did. I think I might have to do that with my ticket sales. 15%, dog.
You got everything. You got everything. Well, with that said, guys, I have a tip. Are there any single people in here? I have a tip for you guys.
Okay, what?
Now, as a single woman, I have to commend this gentleman's efforts.
Okay.
A runner in the Chicago Marathon took advantage of his shirtless body as prime advertising real estate, all right? He wrote the word single on his back with his name and Facebook info, and then he ran that marathon. Now, since the race, you guys, he's actually gone on one date and over 2,000 new Facebook friends, mostly females. So that sounds like a success to me, no?
And when you
Oh,
do it for
2,000,
love, you
but he
do it
only
for
went on
love.
one date.
Maybe
2,000 new Facebook friends, only one day. Is that success? Lonnie, do you think this makes this guy genius, or is he totally desperate?
I don't think he's desperate. When you're looking for love, you're looking for love. This man ready to get married, have some kids, so he's doing the best. You know, that he did. I think it was a smart idea. Sometimes that's what you got to go through when you try to get it on. He tried to get him some.
I think he took advantage of the situation.
I
He
think
knew that
so.
there were going to be thousands of people there, and he was like, why not?
And you have to have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like he knows he's messing around, and whoever gets it and laughs is the right type of mate for him. And remember, it takes a lot to run a marathon. So that guy is not no chump. Like,
Yeah, but he's
training.
training, though.
He's
I'm
been
sorry.
there.
You can see his physique already.
Yeah.
It's no way that I'm finna like him or start following him or try to go out on a date with him. Like, first and foremost, do you know how many chicks can get his number? Like,
Yeah, that's my issue. You already got 2,000?
Like, you're doing too much. Like, first and foremost, I'd be like, why you got that on your back, dog? Like, what you doing? You trying to find me?
Any man who has the sense of humor, any man who's gonna put himself out there to be like, lady,
Man,
You don't think it
I'm
looks like
worth
he
it.
just is
Bring
thirsty
it
for
on.
attention?
I love it.
No.
Be
That
nasty,
looks
girl.
thirsty for attention.
I see it as him being, funny.
No.
I got so many girlfriends that are lined up with guys who aren't making any moves to let them know that they're interested.
true.
And then they're
That is
mad
pretty
because
obvious.
guys aren't making moves.
And he's smart because
Yeah,
he's not
but
paying.
guys-
He ain't paying for those high-end, dating services.
Yeah.
His dating is right on his back.
No,
But hang on. The point is, where did that one day go? Is he just saying, hey, I'm single and ready to mingle? Or is he saying, like, I'm single and, like,
I'm doing too much.
Tamar.
Yeah. Like, listen, I like a guy who's going to put himself out there like that. I'm not saying that. But what I don't like is when you do way too much and you try way too hard. First of all, he's kind of cute if you really look at him, right?
Yeah.
Why you got to do that? Something wrong with him. I'm telling you.
I've been told that I do too much. I like the Genie do too much. I just like to have fun, and I don't think
that's
he's
the
too
way
serious.
I see it.
I think he's just having a good time.
So you would do that?
If you were single, Genie.
Back in the day when I was single, there's a certain look that I had on that I would put on for makeup and hair and the way I dress and the way I...
Your way of saying you were single.
That made
What is
it
it
known,
what is it,
boys,
friend?
I'm single.
I'm not mad at that. Now, I believe in that.
That was my billboard.
What
It looks like that in the words of
Today-
Drake, Hotline Bling.
Wait, lies.
It says,
With bling.
started wearing less and going out more. I'm not mad.
See?
That says,
I'm
single.
Same thing. And look at, no shade, but I'm reaching out to you because I feel like you'll do this. Yeah. Look at the way we'll go out with our husbands because we're not single anymore.
Well, wait, Genie.
What she
when
said? I missed it. What
When
happened?
I go out with Freddie, because I'm not single anymore, if I just need to throw on a hoodie, no makeup, and just roll out in jeans, I'm going to do it because I'm not very that kind.
No.
Yeah. I
Where
really,
we going?
once in a while, Tamar, once in a while, you will, just because you're not single anymore,
No.
you don't wear yourself in a certain way that
Jeannie,
you're
let
single.
me tell you a story about this right here. We were supposed to, remember when we went,
No, man.
No. She asked me to go have some sushi with her. This was a while back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, oh, well, I'm dressed casual. I'm just in a baseball cap and jeans. Are you dressed casual? She's like, oh, yeah. She was not dressed casual.
No.
That was her casual.
I got another
She
one.
won't do that.
She called me randomly out of nowhere on a Tuesday afternoon saying, do you want to go have crawfish? We all know when you eat crawfish, it's messy, you don't wear anything nice, your hair is in a bun, a pony. I come looking like that hair in a bun, hat, jeans, dirty shirt, and Tamar Braxton comes walking down the thing with Vince in these tight jeans. Like
That's her
I just
casual.
walked up like that walk. And went in.
Kanye truck.
And that is going out with Tamar Braxton. That's why I'm going out with her, but we gotta take a quick break. We gotta have some more girl chat when we get back.
Welcome back to The Real. You guys, let's get right back into girl chat, yeah? I'm ready. Yeah. Let's talk about something that's super, super, super important, you
What?
guys. Beyonce. Well, people, Bea's kept quiet lately. She hasn't given a legit interview, like a print interview, in 2 years. Even when she appeared on the cover of Vogue's September issue, you guys, she didn't do it. So, in a new interview with Beat Magazine, Beyonce said, "What does fear taste like? Success. I have accomplished nothing without a little taste of fear in my mouth." And I love that. And I love her. Talk about a fearless woman. So, Tamar, do you think that fear can be a great motivator, or, you know, or does that come with getting what you want? Like, do you think that's a good motivation?
I think it pushes you, to the next level. And that's when you see your limitations. Like, okay, I'd be scared to dance every single Monday, though, right? But, I mean, because I'm scared, it makes me want to be that much better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think fear, gears you into greatness.
Yeah.
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 And
I think it also helps you become a better person. I was reading this book called The Artist's Way, and they actually have an exercise that you have to practice something that you fear every single day.
Oh, wow.
Mhm,
That's
because
good.
when you realize that you've overcome your fear, you actually become more confident and you become a better person.
Yeah.
So I truly, truly believe in what Beyonce is saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree and I disagree. Okay. You guys know I love B, but I actually wish I was more fearless. I think I was way more fearless when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I think I've become more fearful of like just dumb things like getting on an airplane or going on a roller coaster. Sometimes it scares me, but I have almost felt that in my past. My fear has almost been crippling.
Really?
And I think it's actually held me back from doing a lot of the things I've wanted to do because of fear.
You know what? They say 80% of winning is by just showing up.
Yeah.
If you just show up, you will win.
Yes.
You know,
I agree.
and I always say that, like, when I'm, like, if I get, like, a job, like, I didn't want to do fashion police. Because of all the stigma behind fashion police.
Yeah.
And then Melissa came on and she said, Lonnie, please, you know, we need comedians. So I said, well, I'll come on, but I was so fearful because I didn't want to be deemed as like a comedian that, you know, was being mean or whatever. And so what I did was I told her, I said, I'm going to come on, but I want to do jokes the way I want to do my jokes. And when I did that, it took away that fear, because I had that fear initially, that first joke and how people were going to take it. But once I did it, it was like, because I showed up, I was okay, and I was able to push through the fear just because I show up. So if you have fear, just show up.
I agree.
I need to show up.
One of the scariest times of my life was deciding on whether or not I was going to pursue the dream of being like a style expert, being a television correspondent, because those jobs don't pay. You might get booked one day and then you go through a whole month and you don't get. Television is very fickle. But I remember the biggest fear that I stepped into was stepping away from my steady, regular pay to go pursue the path that I really love, even if it meant that I didn't always get paid, and I didn't always make rent, and I didn't always eat the type of meals that I want. But what happened is I learned that when you step into fear, you step into faith.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what happens. Faith is right there.
It's always
right there.
And I want to give it up to Beyonce because, you know, this is how smart this woman is. We never heard a beat before this, right? It's a small free music magazine, and for her to give this much attention to it, and exclusive to it, that just shows you this is what we as artists are supposed to do. The little people, we give them a chance, and she did that. So it was a great thing for her to do.
That's so who she is. Well, you guys, that's it for Girl Chat today, but we'll be right back with more of The Real.
So go find